I know you're excited. Yep. You want to talk about the new Roborock? I was just getting to that. Yep. Okay. Can I get to it? Yes. Okay. I'll do it right now. Alright, let's just go and dive right into it. We'll do a side-by-side comparison. So, off to my left is the Roborock S7 MaxV Ultra, and off to the right is the new S8 Pro Ultra. Now, you may notice some key differences right off the bat. What's interesting is Roborock is calling a new dock called the Rock Dock. Interesting how they came up with that name. Now, notice the Rock Dock has these little lines in the middle. Yes, it kind of indicates the vibrating technology, and Roborock decided to add a front-facing panel to hide the three containers. Honestly, I thought the three containers being exposed kind of gave it a futuristic look. Now, you notice that the robot itself is an all-black design. There's no red lines to kind of break up the contrast. I kind of like the look of the older model, but that's just a personal preference. Now, let's go and look at the back of the robots. They're almost identical. They got the viberized system. They also have a little auto refill port for the water tank. And yes, there's a self-emptying port beneath the robot, which empties from the actual extractor port section. Now, I'll talk about the differences later on in this video, and you may not notice it from this image, but there are some differences. Roborock did a really good job with this styling. I like the white and black contrast versus just an all black design. Now, you notice that the top three containers are exposed up top still, so it allows easy access to access the three tanks, and they're in the same position. You got the dirty water tank, the fresh water tank, and of course you got your dust bag. Now, I don't think Roborock is going to have a bagless system. It is going to be bagged, so that's just something to note. One thing that they added to this new dock is the fact that it has a warm air drying feature. Kind of interesting that they didn't say hot air drying, it says warm, so I'm not sure how hot it gets, but it's a nice touch. You don't have to do this add-on feature, it's already built into the dock. Yep, I'm gonna just talk about that. Alright. Yep. So, okay. Talk about the key differences. The new model has 6,000 pascals versus 5,100 pascals. Also has two dual vibrate mopping modules which can vibrate up to 300 times per minute. According to Roborock, means it's widening the cleaning zone. Also has 6 Newton meters of downward pressure, basically the way the robot is pressing down on the mopping pad. Now, according to Roborock, if it's in a mop only mode, it can lift up to 6 millimeters, but if it's in the regular mode, it lifts up to 5 millimeters. I think that's very similar to the last year's model. The biggest upgrade for the S8 Pro is probably going to be the dual brush bar design. Now, I personally tested this design on like the Roombas, and I felt like having 2 brush rolls is better than 1. Why not? Well, the cleaning power is better, seems like it's able to grab more dirt and debris in one go around, and it doesn't get clogged as easily as a single brush bar design. Now, keep in mind, having 2 brush bars, you do have to maintain more often. You have to clean 2 brush bars instead of 1, but you know, that's just a minor gripe. Now, take a look at the mopping pad there. That's that viberized technology. They've been doing this for quite a while now on the previous S7 and then carrying forward. Now, the design of the robot should be very similar. I don't think they're going to add any new sensors, like maybe a dirt detection sensor or a dustbin sensor. Now, if we take a look at the app here, it's probably going to be very similar to the S8 Pro's app. It's going to have the same design where you have multi-map saving, fast map, you're going to be able to do no-go zones, be able to schedule out different areas, etc., etc. So I'll put some specs up here so you can see what the S8 Pro Ultra has. Alright, let's briefly talk about the S8 Plus. The S8 Plus has a slightly larger water tank, around 300 milliliters, but it does not auto refill since the dock's not capable of doing that. Just self-empties, and there's no self-washing feature. Now, keep in mind, the S8 Plus only has the Vibrarise 1.0 system, not the 2.0 system, so you don't get the dual vibrating mopping modules, but everything else should be similar on the S8 Plus. Alright, well, Cosmo wants to let me know if I should upgrade to the S8 Pro Ultra, and that's really up to you. It's nice that it has the new dual all-over brush design, also the increased suction around 6,000 pascals. The mopping pad now vibrates a little bit faster, it's up a little bit higher, but is that necessary to upgrade over the previous model? Well, we just have to wait and see how well the S8 Pro Ultra really does versus the older model and see if it's really a truly upgrade or if it's like a mid-cycle upgrade. Well, stick around. I'll be looking more into this new S8 Pro Ultra. I can't give you my final thoughts, but I'm pretty excited. I think Roborock has a pretty good recipe for low-up vacuums and there's wet, dry stick vacuums. And I'll be sure to get those on my channel. So thank you so much. Stay tuned. I'll try to update you when I get more information on these models. Alright, adios.